But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. There's a lot of things that I would like to talk about, with you. And it's 3:47 in the morning. While my battery was charging, I went to go make some codfish cakes. I'm a mess. I'm a night owl, guys. But I went to make some codfish cakes. So now I have like all this energy. So I went out tonight. Malcolm and I went out tonight, like I said, and he was really tired. So we only stayed for an hour, and then we came home, and I decided to do this video. So I don't really have anything else to say. Or do I? So how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? As ladies, as women, as guys, I find that being a woman, God made us so complex, and I think that probably most likely has to do because there's so many hats that we wear. I mean, I'm not a mother, but I still find that as a woman, there are so many hats. Women can multitask, and there are so many hats that we wear as women, and it's just something that's so special about being a woman. And I don't think men can ever understand that. And there's something special about being a man, but I'm not a man, so I only can understand men but so much. But being a woman, I find that because of the way that our makeup is, and because we are takers, not as in taking from people, but biologically, that the ball always stops with us. If you guys get what I mean. Like if you walk into an apartment or a house or a building, there's a door, and there's always a way to get in, whether you have a key or someone has to buzz you in. Or then you have some apartment buildings that anybody can walk up in there, and that's never a good thing. But they call security. And I feel like with women, because of the way that we are made up, it is important. It is so important. Those of you who don't have children, or those of you who do have girls, or those of you who are going through some things in your life and you feel like your relationships don't work out, or you don't love yourself, or you don't value yourself, or you just think you're not important, you are. I mean, I have come to a place in my life where I believe that each and every last one of us are special. Each and every last one of us are a creation of God, and we are here for a purpose. And the number one thing that you have to gain as a woman is a sense of value, and a sense of self-esteem, and a sense of worth of who you are. And if you don't have that, you're the walking dead, in my opinion. Because it's no different than if any of you ever watch nature, you see that when an animal is dead, or something is getting ready to die, the vultures start hovering. And it's no different than if you're a human being and you don't know who you are. You attract people who are not going to treat you right, and who are not going to respect you, because in all honesty, you are treating people how to treat you, whether you realize it or not. This has nothing to do with, this could be subconscious or subconscious or consciously. If you don't value yourself as a person, and you don't love yourself as a person, then you're going to attract people who are going to treat you how you deep down, how you feel you're supposed to be treated. So forget about, people out here who are saying, oh, I have this and I have that, and I have this in my closet, or I have this on my wall, or I went to school for this period of time, and I'm pretty, I'm tall, I love me some me, and all that. Listen, women who say those kind of things, but sometimes it's just lip service. Pay attention to how you are allowing someone to treat you, how you are, the type of girlfriends you have, the type of guys that are attracted to you, the type of men that you date. This is not, I have come to a place in my life where, and maybe because I've been through so much, in my life, from the time that I was a little girl, from the time, just because of the circumstances and being raised by people who didn't love me, who didn't care about me, or who didn't value me, when I was growing up, I thought that I was just subject. to that life. I thought that that was just the way that life was, and I had no say. You know, sometimes I'm talking to Malcolm, or I hear people say that they would love to be a child again. And even though I'm healed, and even though I am a person who I am today, I would never want to be in a place, because of my experience, where someone has to say over my life. That's how bad my experience was. And when I found out that that I have a say, when I found out that my life can work out, there's some control that I have over my life by the choices that I make. And it doesn't matter if that my father didn't want me and my mother wasn't there, or I just wasn't raised in a loving home, or in a home where I was engaged, or a home where I was nurtured. All of that doesn't matter. I'm an adult now, and there's so much help out there, and there's so much life will teach you. And if you really want to heal, you can heal. And when I found that out, there was no stopping me, because I really thought that I was just subject, that unhappiness in my life was so deep and so dark that I would never want anyone or anything to ever take me back there. And when I found out that I had a choice, there was no stopping me. There was no stop. I remember sitting and listening to people talking about having a self-esteem or loving yourself, and I used to wonder, will I ever be like that? Would I ever love me? Would I ever have a self-esteem? Would I ever be happy? I remember those days. And yeah. You know, so many of us are focused on the wrong things. We're focused on, you have to do in your life what is healthy and what is good for you. I said healthy, because some of you will take that and say, well, you're in some unhealthy situations and people need to mind their business because this is what I want to do. And that's fine, because maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you don't value yourself enough yet to start making better decisions for your life. So let me just get that straight. But some of you have to realize that you have to get to a point where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, of being unhappy, shopping, jumping from relationship to relationship, trying to find something. Nothing in this world can give you a sense of gratification and love and acceptance and peace without knowing who you are first. I don't care where you go, who you talk to. I don't care if you're talented. And this is what people fail to understand about talent. Talent is something that is given to you. You don't earn it. It's given to you. Point blank, period. Talent does not necessarily mean you're whole. It doesn't necessarily mean that you love yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean that you value yourself. You need some examples? Michael Jackson is one. Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry, now you never hear about him in the media, because Darryl Strawberry finally, with all the fame and the fortune and the money, finally started to deal with what was really his issue. And he had father issues. He had abandonment issues. So it doesn't matter. Some of us think that as long if we're rich and we're famous, or we get some type of money, or maybe if some man loves us, someone marries us, that maybe our life will we will be happy. No. And I know it sounds cliche, but happiness comes from in here. And it's not you're happy today and then that's it. You have to fight to stay happy. You have to work to stay happy. You have to work to keep your joy and to keep your self-esteem and to keep your value. This world is, in my opinion, especially in this day and age, it is a vacuum to suck away your sense of self-worth. Every time you open a magazine, or you watch a video, or you watch a TV program, especially the programming on today, it's not edifying. It's not positive. It's not stuff that will make you feel good about yourself, and it's not anything that will make you feel good about yourself or want someone else to feel good about themselves. It encourage you to encourage someone else or to help someone else or value someone else. This is why these reality shows don't stay. I do not let that kind of energy in my home. Guys, those of you, you're grown, but I will tell you this. Those of you who sit down and engage and engulf and digest that stuff, you are digesting negative energy. I know some of you say it's your guilty pleasure, and some of you say it's just entertainment. It is not just entertainment. People who put these programs on TV, they study the audience. They gauge what the audience wants to see. They test the audience's appetite. And unfortunately, America, based on all these reality shows and these negative shows on television, America has this fixation with negativity and anger and resentment and gossip. And maybe it's because we're not happy in our own lives. Because there's no way in the world you could be a person who has been through so much in your life and you value who you are and you want to see another person become who they're supposed to be. And you can sit down and watch fellow human beings fight, backbite, lie, deceive, and destroy one another. And we sit down and we engage ourselves in this kind of stuff. And we gorge on it. There's no way in the world. So be careful what you watch on television. Be careful. Maybe you might think and say, oh, well, if you're unhappy and you're sitting down, maybe you like to see other people in misery. Maybe it makes you feel good about yourself. Listen, guys, life is just not about looking cute and having a cute hairstyle, okay? It's about valuing yourself. I know too many women who are in their 50s and in their 60s and in their 70s, and they have never taken the time out to find out who they really are and love and value themselves. And that is a sad place to be. Okay? So I guess that's all I have to say. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get ready to go to bed. You know, I have to be honest on my channel. I'm not on here for subscribers. I really do videos. So I'm not on here because I want to gain money from you guys watching my videos, from being a partner. I will come on here and be candid and open and honest with you as women, because I find that women, we have this thing about us where many of us, too many of us are not whole. Too many of us are not whole. And in the black community, I don't know. Too many of us are just not whole. We don't value ourselves enough. We don't love ourselves enough. We look out for everybody else, or we think we're looking out for everybody else. And you have to, let me tell you something, ladies, and then I will end with this. There's a difference between doing something for someone because you love them and doing something for someone out of fear. Case in point, I'm doing this for you because I love you. I'm talking about relationships, okay? I'm doing this because I love you. I care about you and I want the best for you. That's doing something for someone out of love. Doing something for someone out of fear is, I'm doing this for you because I want you to finally realize how special I am. I don't want you to leave me. I need to keep you. I need to show you that I'm the best thing that is out there. There is a big difference. I need to show him that I'm special. I need him to see how special I am and how wonderful I am. And that's doing things out of fear for someone. Big difference. Big difference. So with that, I will leave you guys. I will talk to you later. I hope to see you on November 10th, those of you who would like to come out. Again, you can reach me at ILoveMyFro.com. Or I hope to see you December 22nd. I'll put a link to the photos of the last vending session. And if you would like to come, just contact me at ILoveMyFro.com. And I hope to see you guys. Even if my videos are or some of the things that I talk about, if it reaches one young lady, if it just rings true to one young lady, then my mission is accomplished. So I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye.